Close Sports Pulse, Bradley Chubb, a top NFL defensive line prospect from North Carolina State, digs into some of life's most important topics. USA Today sports the top running back prospects entering the 2018 NFL Draft: 1. Saquon Barkley, Penn State, 6-0, 233. If Terry's a better player in this draft, good luck finding him. Barkley's combination of breakaway speed, strength and sweet feet enable him to run over, through, around and away from defenders, though he might be wise not to go airborne quite so often in the NFL. An every down player, he racked up more than 3,800 yards from scrimmage over the past 2 seasons, averaging 5.7 yards per carry and catching 82 passes. A beloved teammate who seems capable of assuming a face of the franchise mantle, Barkley should have at least as much instant impact as recent first-rounders Todd Gurley, Ezekiel Elliott, and Leonard Fournette. Made a mockery of the combined 4.440, 29 reps on bench, 41-inch bird and was wonderful when answering questions from the podium. Projected potential top 5-2. Sony Michel, Georgia, 5'11", 214. As ubiquitous as the Alvin Kamara comparison is, it truly is quite apt. Michel isn't a burner, either, 4.5440 speed, yet he seems to glide effortlessly past defenders. When he is caught from behind, it's usually after immense damage has already been done. Like Kamara, Michel shared his SEC workload, so he'll enter the pros with plenty of tread on the tires. Average day, gaudy 7.9 yards per carry last year in college football's best conference and saved his best performance, 222 yards from scrimmage, 4 TDs, in the Bulldogs' college football playoff semi-final defeat of Oklahoma. Should be a bigger receiving threat in NFL. Projected, round 1 2 more, NFL mock draft, mystery still remains throughout 2018 first round more, finding Tom Brady's successor, Patriots have intriguing QB options in 2018 NFL draft more, 2018 NFL draft needs, prospect fits for all 32 teams, position rankings 3. Darius Guice, LSU, 5'11", 224, how good is he? The Tigers hardly missed Fournette when Guice replaced him, partially in 2016 and permanently last year. Expect to see some NFL defensive backs making business decisions when they see him running downhill in their direction. A violent but patient runner, Guice will remind some of Marshawn Lynch in his prime. Like Fournette, he'll probably prove to be a better receiver with more capable quarterback play. Projected, round 1 to 24. Nick Chubb, Georgia, 5'11", 227, the other half of the record-setting duo he formed with Michel. It's lazy to pigeonhole Chubb as the between-the-tackles banger. It's a job he did with a great degree of effectiveness, but it's worth noting his time speed at the combine, 4.52, was actually better than his Bulldog wingman's. Chubb also trumps Michel when it comes to ball security. He'll have to prove he's more than a 2-down player in the NFL, but Chubb could be fantastic if dropped into a zone blocking system. Injury history could ding his stock. Projected, round 25. Rashad Penny, San Diego State, 5'11", 220, a man among boys in the Mountain West. He led the country by running for 2,248 yards in 2017 and scored 23 TDs on the ground. He also took 7 kickoffs to the house over the past 3 seasons. Has a load when combining his size with 4.46, 40 speed, yet also nimbly changes direction. Projected, round 26. Ronald Jones, USC, 5'11", 205. He personally invites the inevitable Jamal Charles comparisons, which are fueled by Jones' slender frame, number 25, jersey and, most importantly, his explosive speed and home run ability, 20 TDs in 2017. Can cut on a dime when he needs to. Makes most of downfield blocking. Will need to show he can assume bigger role as receiver. Nagging hamstring injury curbed pre-draft workouts. Projected, round 27. Kerryon Johnson, Auburn, 6'0", 213, discount any player who runs for 18 TDs and nearly 1,400 yards against SEC competition at your peril. That said, he doesn't seem to have an eye-popping attribute, and his basketball player's frame may not hold up well in the NFL. Projected, round 2 to 38. Kalen Ballage, Arizona State, 6'2", 228, very impressive speed, 4.46, for a man his size but wasn't an especially productive player for the Sun Devils. Did catch 44 passes in 2016 and can return kicks. Projected, round 3 to 49. Bo Scarborough, Alabama, 6'1", 228, the Tide's version of Derrick Henry light, though Scarborough isn't much smaller than his 6'3", 247-pound predecessor, a punishing runner, too. Scarborough has also absorbed more than his fair share of injuries. Projected, round 3 to 410. Royce Freeman, Oregon, 6'0", 229, adds 4.5 speed to a sturdy build. His 6,435 career yards from scrimmage for the Ducks is notable, but he'll enter the NFL with more than 1,000 touches on his odometer over the past 4 years. Projected, round 411. Mark Walton, Miami, Florida, 5'10", 202, could immediately carve out spot as third down back. Great hands. Bum ankle limited him to 5 games last year. Projected, round 4 to 512. Nyheim Hines, North Carolina State, 5'8", 198, given his likely role as a specialty player, hard to peg his worth. Size is an obvious drawback, but his 4.38 speed will be an enticement. Might be better served to play in the slot. Projected, round 3 5 teams in need of running backs 1. Giants, if New York opts for Barkley, have a massive impact on an offense that hasn't at anyone cracked 900 rushing yards in the past 5 seasons. 2. Colts, they've got Marlon Mack, but he couldn't unseat Frank Gore in 2017. You'd think GM Chris Ballard will pounce on Barkley if drops to number 6.3. Buccaneers, the patchwork group that tried to fill in last year for now departed Doug Martin remains, but Tampa Bay needs to do better to effectively reduce the load on Jameis Winston. 4. Lions, the NFL's worst run team in 2017 and 2015, the last time Detroit ranked better than 28th was 2013.5. 49ers, they added a nice multidimensional piece by signing Jerick McKinnon, but has only averaged 8 carries per game in his career and needs help. 6. Browns, Carlos Hyde and Duke Johnson might be a nifty tandem, but adding a player of Barkley's caliber with one of those top 4 picks would be a game changer for Cleveland's offense. Follow Nate Davis on Twitter